Yo, I'm like mid downloads right now. So if it seemed like I'm kind of hopping in straight in the middle um, of a conversation, don't worry, because it's all ties into each other. So we are all connected to like a universal mind, a universal reality that we have pretty much created for ourselves over time. So there's one universal mind, right? And we are all tapped into this universal mind. So a lot of what you dictate as your reality, your thinking patterns and things like that, it is just what you adopted because you are plugged into this universal mind. But a lot, basically what I'm trying to say is your reality is not your actual reality. Basically, you're just plugged into the universal mind, the universal reality that we have created for ourselves through the thoughts that we have been thinking just over the years, just and this just collectively, right, of all humans on this planet, essentially. And when there's so much pain and when there's so much confusion that has been going on for years and years, that develops into the universal mind. And you being plugged into the universal mind, obviously you're going to be receiving these thought processes and thought patterns from this universal mind. But once you receive them and then you think that they're your own thoughts, they're your own fears, they're your own worries, right? Then you start to adopt it within your own identity. But the truth is, a lot of the reality that we live is illusionary. It's based on illusions. We live in a world that's that it's like a shadow that's casted over this world of illusion, basically, but that we created, right? We created it. So it's like, basically the way I like to break it down, if you ever seen Naruto, it's basically like a Tsukuyomi, you know, and that is the universal mind of which we created right now. It is not that it's not supposed to be a universal mind. It's just the universal mind that is currently casted over this planet is one that is rooted in more lower frequencies, basically. And so we pretty much in a Tsukuyomi. But you can break out of it. It's not like it's something that you stuck within. However, I mean, it kind of is, because it's like you're going to have to deal with the emotions. You're going to have to deal with the thoughts of the world, essentially, because you are in it. However, this is why it's important for you to be devoted and have a deep connection with God, because through that, you're going to start to be able to just see the truth and break out of the Tsukuyomi, right? And a lot of the Tsukuyomi is based around fear. This is why when you kind of scour the internet, you see a lot of people that's afraid of evolution. They think that something's trying to stop them from evolving, something's trying to stop them from getting the truth out. And the truth is that that all exists just within the mind. That's not actual reality. Like in our actual like the truth, right? We got our illusionary reality, and then we got a reality that's set within truth, and that's when you get connected with God. And the truth is, the only thing that's really here is love. When you tap back into oneness, right? So yeah. So it's like basically we all been under a Tsukuyomi, essentially. And it's just really about just acknowledging it. It's just about acknowledging it, and for you to stop listening to yourself a little bit. Like, you gotta have two separate minds, you know what I mean? One, you know, your identity, and that's more tapped into the universal mind. But once you get back to oneness, that is more tapped into the mind of God, and that's when you're gonna start to be able to see through the bullshit and see truth, right? So the truth is like, there's nothing like really trying to stop you here. Like, it's nothing trying to put you in a box. There's nothing that's trying to hold you back from your own evolution, or, you know, there's nothing trying to stop you from living a peaceful reality. It's only is only the fact that we are all tapped into this universal mind. Right, we are all tapped into this Tsukuyomi, and the basis of this Tsukuyomi is rooted more in lower frequency thoughts. And because it is more rooted in lower frequency thoughts, right? Now the reality you creating for yourself is rooted within a lot of illusion. And so don't get me wrong though, the third dimension is basically an illusion regardless. Anyway, however, within that, it's basically about just changing the frequency of the illusion that's being casted over this world. And it's really thought illusions, right? Because the physical reality is kind of illusion essentially, but it's really the thoughts. Is like the fourth dimension. The fourth dimension is a bridge, and that's where our mind revolves around. So if we able to just essentially just start seeing truth, if we able to start just connecting more with truth, which is what's happening, honestly. But I guess what this video is, I'm just trying to help continue to pull apart the fear, the illusions, as we continue to step into truth. So yeah, I think we doing a good job right now. We waking up, but I think a big part of us right now believes that it is something here that doesn't want us to wake up, and it is really an illusion, right? Meaning that because we've been so consumed in this illusion that it manifested a certain type of frequency or a certain energy or a certain entity that does not want us to wake up, basically. So I want to say it is real, but it's not real. Like it's just one that we created through our thought patterns and our thought process of the universal mind. So basically we created all of this. You know, we created all of this through our thoughts, this illusion that we under. So I just want to let you know, if you're somebody that's evolving, you're somebody that's waking up right now, or maybe you might be afraid to speak your truth. We need everybody right now to come out and speak their truth and pull apart this illusion, right? That's the only way this illusion is going to get pulled apart, and how we can just step into more love frequencies, more bliss, more joy. As we got to continue to keep pulling apart the illusions of this universal mind and change the frequency of the universal mind. So, I'm seeing a lot of people waking up though. You go on these videos and stuff on YouTube like XXXTentacion, and just some of the people that, were ahead of their time, I guess you could say, are legends that have passed away. And a lot of people believe that they passed away because people don't want the truth to get out. And I want to tell you that that's not true. They passed away because they manifested their own doom, because they lost sight of the truth as they were, surrounded by so many different energies and being famous like they were. This is why it's just so important to continue to be close with God, because once you close with God, is like you can kind of override your identity thinking, because your identity is going to be more. Our identity is connected to the universal mind, which right now we know is more rooted in fear, worry, and things like that. So, if you keep it like that, once you, it's just important to have a close relationship with God so you can continue to see in the truth and not being and not eventually being overridden by the illusion. The identity is tied into the illusion. So, the more we keep feeding the illusion, basically, that's basically what happened to all of these legends that have passed away that was trying to get the truth out. It's not that anything was trying to stop them from getting the truth. It was that they manifested that within themselves, by focusing too much on the illusion. At a certain point, we want to just continue to keep dissolving the illusion and just keep focusing on truth. The truth, which is love and oneness, love, bliss, and oneness, and this helps by just being this helps by just being grounded, focusing on your chakras, because when you focus on cleansing and clearing your chakras, this is what helps you to be able to see through the illusions easier and get back to with God or truth. So just imagine yourself just as we're going through our day right now, obviously, the illusion is still casted over this world, so you're gonna feel random, you're gonna be more susceptible to fear right now. You're gonna be more susceptible to just feeling pain for no reason, because that is what the universal mind is rooted in right now, and that's fine. That's okay. Um, but it's important for you to override that your identity thoughts, which are rooted in that universal mind. It's important for you to override that with your belief in God and your trust and faith in God, and that is how you get back to just seeing the truth, which is that, man, we all are here. We are one. We are here. We are the same. We are all one and the same. And the truth is, it's a lot of love around you. It's good for you to get out in nature and it's being around the green, being around nature. And that will help you to see the love that is around you and see through the illusions, right? Nature is how you help. It's helpful for you to see through the illusions. So yeah, it's, and it's not like we trying to just break apart society in a sense. We just trying to override this universal mind that we've been stuck under, essentially. And that's all it is. It's like, it's really nothing trying to, like, basically any fear that's in your mind, any worries in your mind of the outside world is basically stemming from the universal mind that is stuck under a Tsukuyomi that we cast on ourselves. So yeah, a lot of your reality just exists in your mind. A lot of this illusionary reality, at least, it really just all exists in your mind. So it's okay for you to be who you want to be. It's okay for you to speak your mind. It's okay for you to speak your truth. Like, the energies, the lower frequency energies, they really can't do nothing to you, And the thing is, we created these lower frequency energies that's casted over this world right now through our manifestation of our thoughts of, harboring on these lower frequency energies for so long, so much pain and so much that has been casted into this world throughout the years. And all we got to do is just keep seeing the truth, and the thing is, we just got to keep speaking about the truth. We got to keep vibrating on the frequency of love as a planet. As the more people we can get vibrating on the frequency of love and seeing the truth over the illusion, is how we help dissolve this universal mind that we've been basically just changing the frequency of the universal mind. That's really all we're doing, is changing the frequency of the universal mind so we all can live better, so we all can just live in more peace. Obviously we still gonna have jobs, we still gonna have hierarchies as far as money goes and things like that, but we just gonna be basically able to do it, just living better, feeling better as we doing it, and so yeah, I just wanted to it was a download that I was getting from the Most High today, of what the Most High was telling me and dissolving for me, and I was told to bring it to you guys, or just bring it to the universal mind, right? So this is why we all connected energetically. We all got an energetic signature. A lot of these things that we call magic is actually true, is real, but that's because it's like we all connected. We all, everything's based from energy and vibrations, and we all connected. So, we all got individual energetic signatures. The things that we have created has energetic signatures. And this is why things like channeling, like you can channel another person, you can feel another person's emotions and energy. And there's nothing scary about any of this, and that's the biggest illusion right now, is that we in so much fear of our own reality, essentially. But the truth is, it's nothing actually to be afraid of at all here. Like, it's nothing to be afraid of at all. Like, yeah, your identity is going to be more rooted in survival, so it's going to be afraid of certain things. But just make sure you're keeping a note of what it's really afraid of, and knowing if it's an illusion or if it's something that's actually trying to kill you, basically. A tiger that's trying to eat you is basically a lion that's trying to get you, or somebody that's actually trying to cause you harm. But if it's not anything like that, then is really anything that you might worry that's not dealing with that is just an illusion, basically. So I hope the point of this video did get across. And I want to reiterate that it's basically we under a Tsukuyomi. I mean, we always been under a Tsukuyomi. We are a universal mind. So we always gonna be under a Tsukuyomi essentially. It's just about changing the frequency of which the Tsukuyomi is being casted over this world. And for the longest, it's been casted under more lower frequencies, and we're just trying to raise the frequency of this planet by being more rooted in love and just oneness. And there's nothing's trying to stop you from doing that except for that lower frequency that we have manifested over this planet for so long. You know, the things that we manifest do become something. However, we have full control over the things of which we manifested. So that means we have full control over these lower frequencies that we manifested. All we got to do is change the way we seeing it, change the lens of which we seeing reality, and start seeing it more from the reality of truth. And that will help to raise the frequency of the planet. So, you know, like I say, everybody right now that's evolving, everybody right now that's hopping on the wave of love, oneness, just keep doing you. Keep doing that work. Keep doing your meditative work. Keep vibrating more on the frequency of love. You know, keep seeing through the illusion. Come on here and speak your mind so we can, you know, make sure everybody else is hopping on the same page. And yeah, we just helping one another. Like I said, we are the same. I am you. Beyond this identity and this body, I am you. You know, which makes this, you know, this whole thing so fun. You know what I mean? Because we get to experience this. So yeah, just keep evolving. Keep vibrating on the frequency of love. Help anybody else that you come across, you know, that you might find that's in a more fearful state. Try to help them to be on the same page. Just keep spreading and showing love. Honestly, if you just keep your frequency like on a frequency, if you keep vibrating on the frequency of love yourself, it's gonna automatically just help out the world. Essentially, you know, it's the frequency of which we all gonna vibrate on. That's really gonna help the world. It's not even that you have to go out and help other people or make videos like I am right now to wake up other people. Like just you individually waking up to this idea and just starting to calibrate your own energy, pull apart the illusions, pull apart the illusions basically within yourself. Like that is how you help the planet and help the world to start to vibrate on a higher frequency. Like I said, we all connected. So whatever you do energetically to your own body and your own energetic space, that is helping the world without you even knowing. But like I said, we're all energetically connected. So you just helping yourself is helping the world. It is helping others to wake up as well. And by wake up, I just mean just hopping on the frequency of love, understanding that a lot of the things we've been fearful of, a lot of illusions that we have created based out of fear, like it's reptilians here and it's all of these other things. Like we just got a lot of illusions we got to pick apart, you know. And it's like nothing's really trying to stop you from doing that, except from that manifested lower frequency that we did put on this planet through our thoughts. Other than that, nothing's trying to stop you from doing this. Like nobody's trying to stop you. Nobody, like, you free, you good. Like you good. Your only battle is the battle with the lower frequencies that exist within inside you because of the universal mind that we're currently under right now. But once you see it for what it is, it's like it can't harm you anymore. Once you see it for what it is, it can't harm you anymore because it's rooted in illusion. But when you get out of illusion and you root it more in truth, it can't do nothing to you because it only work if you stay under the illusion. And our identity is, like I said, our identity gonna be under illusion because we all connected to the universal mind, which is why sometimes you need to like just comfort your identity, comfort your identity basically, and just let it know it's okay. It might feel pain, it might feel fear, it might feel worry towards certain things right now. It's because that's just the universal mind that's casted over this world right now. And it's okay for you to feel those ways right now. You know, just bring yourself back to God. Bring yourself back to being rooted in God which is within truth. And just surrendering and letting go to like, it's okay. It's okay. Just get back to love, you know, get back to vibrating on the frequency of love, you know, try to show love to other people, you know. It's already happening right now. Like a lot of people doing it, and I'm so happy to see it. But yeah, we just gotta keep doing the work. We gotta keep doing them. We gotta keep doing it, and yeah, we gonna Things are changing. They're gonna continue to change, and I just want to reiterate again that it's not nothing. There's no one on this planet that's trying to keep us under this Tsukuyomi, because we all are here connected. You know, every human everybody that is there is no anybody that you see on this planet right now that is human is a human. There is no reptilians. There is no shapeshifters. There's no none of that. That is based in the illusion, and it is really what we created. We created these concepts. We did, because we stuck under illusions. I mean, we stuck under the big illusion, which is lower frequency, and within that illusion, we've been just carving out all these other conspiracies. You know what I mean? If anybody that is practicing some crazy, voodoo shit, is because they just under the illusion. They just need to they just under the illusion. They just need to understand the same thing that you understanding right now, is that we are the same, as oneness and as love. All right. So yeah, it's not, yeah. I think that's the video. And just keep just keep vibrating on the frequency of love. And everything's good, for real. Everything is okay. And anytime you're feeling pain, fear, or worry towards something, just know that it's okay. You just tapped into the universal mind. We're in right now. That universal mind, that universal mind is rooted in lower frequencies. So it's okay to let yourself feel these ways. Which is why it's just important for you to stay connected with God, because through that you're gonna be able to kind of override that with truth. You're like, okay, I feel this way, but I know the truth. I know why I'm feeling this way. It's because it's the Tsukuyomi that we are under right now. But it's okay. Like, it's okay. I just want to let you know it is okay. So yeah, that's the video, and I'll see you in the next one.